And people don't like mechanical things. They hesitate. It'll be interesting when the first self-driving cars come out. The computer can drive a car thousands of times better than a human. It doesn't make mistakes. It doesn't get annoyed by the kids. It doesn't fall asleep. But we'll hesitate to use them, and they'll all have manual overrides, in case, quote unquote, the computer goes on the fritz. And so in general, people hate trend following, and investors don't like it. It's a very competitive, crowded space. And so, yeah, I would concur. I think a lot of groups spend a lot of time talking about how all their other stuff they do than trend. And I know this, we don't do anything. We don't do anything other than trend, period, paragraph. And at the end of the day, our performance looks a lot like a lot of those other groups, and it oftentimes looks a lot like it, but is a little bit better than it. And I wonder if in the attempt to dazzle with their short-term mean reverting model overlays, they don't end up, much ado about nothing.
Now, I've seen you make the comment, though, too, from your perspective, trend following, one of the most repeatable or the most repeatable trading strategy that you are aware of.
Well, I think if you look out there, I had a guy last week got mad at me. He thought value investing was better. And I said, okay. And I'm not saying that it's better, but I think when you talk about repeatable, teachable, it would be very difficult to find something that has been as repeatable as trend following. Some of those high frequency trading strategies obviously are pretty repeatable. And this is outside the world of market making, is a very, very profitable, repeatable, if you want to call that a strategy. U.S. or Western economy value stock investing has been successful over a long period, and it's been pretty repeatable, it seems like. But trend following is right up there, and I think if you look at science, it's all about a peer review. I ran a test, I ran an experiment. Can my peers run the same experiment and get the same results? And trend following, if you look at it now, there are a lot of groups trying to say that trend following is just beta. It's this profitable thing that exists, but anybody can capture it. So, we have an index kind of beta program trying to capture it.
Your perspective on that?
Well, I think that there's a market edge or a market anomaly that trend following offers. If you look at the markets and figure they're pretty efficient at pricing news and other things, but like anything else, there's a couple, whether you want to call it an anomaly or an inefficiency or something like that. There are a few things that are not priced accurately, and trend following captures one or several of those things. And so there is an amount of edge that exists in the strategy. And then from there, I would say the different traders are trying to be as efficient as possible in capturing that edge. Capturing as much of it as they can, then you'd have to bring a risk element into that. And so keeping the risk within an acceptable bounds and capturing as much of that edge as possible.